So a start question here, which means we've really got to go through each line really carefully, identifying the key information and being really clear in our answer. So what we've got Jenny's council as a target of 1/5 of the households recycle. Jenny's recycled a tenth, 15 kilograms, 13%. So we've got a whole different ream of different types of numbers here. So the first thing we've got to think about is to make a comparison. We really ought to be doing like with like, and therefore it'd be easier to turn everything either into decimals or percentages. I think personally I prefer percentages, so that's what I'm going to go for. So we're going to change this target into a percentage. So basically they're saying that every month there's a target of 20%. So 20% of households need to recycle their waste, or 20% of household rubbish needs to be recycled. That's really what the question's saying. So we're looking for 20% as being the key figure. Anything less than 20%, we've not met the target. Anything over 20%, we have met the target. So if we look at January, it's saying a tenth. 1/10 is the same as 10%. So target not met. If the target's 20%, then in January they only recycle 10%, so the target's not met. In February, 15 kilograms of 120 kilograms of household waste was recycled. So we need to turn this into a percentage. Well, the classic way of doing that is to write a fraction first. So 15 out of 120 kilograms was recycled, and then to turn a fraction into a percentage, we can times by 100. It's a non-calculator paper, so obviously we've got to go through the process of deciding what's going on here. And what we can see is that 15 divides by 5, 120 divides by 5, and then we can see that 3 and 24 cancel down, so it's 1/8 times 100. And an eighth, well, we need to remember that a half is 0.5, a quarter is 0.25, and then an eighth will be a half of that, so that's going to be 0.125. So we're doing 0.125 times 100, which gives us 12.5%. So in February, she recycled 12.5%, which again is suggesting that target's not met. Her result for March was 13%, so target's not met. Has Jenny met the council's target? The answer to that's going to be no. So therefore we're going to say Jenny has not met the target in all months, as in January only 10%, February 12.5%, March 13%. So Jenny has not met the target in all months, as in January only 10% was recycled. And we should be saying household waste and being really careful with our language, but in essence that will be enough to get the marks for that particular section. So I'm going to tick that bit's done. Then it says which was her best month for recycling. So again, when we look at the percentages, we can see that January only had 10%, February had 12.5%, and March had 13%. So March was the best month with the highest percent of 13. So that would be enough to give you the marks. We've shown clearly how we got the answers. We've put them by the sentences. My advice when you do these start questions is each line you go through, so I tick it once you've gone through and think you've done the final answer, just to say, have I used that information? Have I made sure I've done something with it? So yeah, we've done something with that in January, yeah, we've done something with that in February, yeah, we've done something with that in March, we've done something with that. Have we answered that question? Yeah. Which was the best month? Yeah, we've answered that. And show clearly? Yeah, we've done that. We've got some answers here. We've explained what we think the answers are, and we've given reasons. So that's an example of a start question that you'd be expected to answer.